You all.
You know that we'll have you say it's your first
Sure.
and last name.
It's Patrick Morrisey, Morrisui.
All right, and Attorney General, but we just announced your candidacy for governor in the 2024 election. Can you talk about why that was a move that you wanted to make?
You know, I think it's really important for the challenges that West Virginia has in front of us that we have a proven conservative with a record of accomplishment who's been in the middle of all these fights. Not just going to be in a position to promise things and have hopes and aspirations. We've delivered time after time after time on the big issues that matter. Protecting our jobs, fighting for additional educational attainment, trying to drive the workforce participation, defending West Virginia values. A lot of people are going to promise things, what they're going to do. We've been in the arena and we've been fighting and winning and delivering big things for West Virginia. When it comes to the opioid epidemic, we've secured the first in the nation, #1 per capita settlements, and that money could do a lot of good to begin the healing in West Virginia. It's so critical. So we're excited about the work we've done, but how it's prepared us to serve as the state's next governor. So I'm excited about that. It's great to be in southern West Virginia. You know, we've been going slowly but surely around the state. We'll have many more events. I think I was just in the coal fields last week, and we'll be back again soon.
Absolutely. And you know, in your time as Attorney General, and I know you already mentioned the opioid crisis,
Yeah.
what have been your proudest accomplishments?
Well, I've been very fortunate. We've been able to get a lot of big things done. So let's start with protecting jobs. West Virginia BPA, that historic U.S. Supreme Court case that we won last summer, that protects thousands of energy jobs. That's important because you have to protect people's livelihood. Then you look at the work we've done on the opioid epidemic. We have to stop having another generation falling prey to senseless death. With the advent of fentanyl and a lot of these issues that have grown even more prominent in recent years, it's a very serious issue. People are dying at a very alarming rate. That's why I've asked for fentanyl to be listed as a weapon of mass destruction. And as the next governor, I'm going to bring that knowledge and experience to bear on those issues to really make an even broader impact. Done a lot of great work as AG, but now we have a plan that I've helped put together that's finally getting funded. We can, in the governor's office, accomplish even more.
Absolutely. And now you've joined quite a long list of Republican candidates for this race. What sets you apart from those others in the GOP?
Look, I think there'll be a number of good people and fine ideas coming, but there's no one else in the race who has the proven conservative record of delivering time and time on the big challenges facing West Virginia, whether it's protecting jobs, whether it's driving out the woke culture, making sure that woke ideas stop at the line, or defending West Virginia conservative values. We've done it. All the other candidates are going to say they're going to promise to do certain things. We've done it, we've won, we've delivered for West Virginia, and the other candidates can't say that.
Can you explain the extent to which you will rework the transgender sports issue and try to reenact modified legislation?
So I can tell you that right now, that issue, we heard today from the U.S. Supreme Court, we're going to go back in the Fourth Circuit on the merits. I think what today was is procedural setback. So, but I think the substance is still absolutely correct. And on the merits, we think it should be upheld. But we're going to go through the process, which means now we're back at the Fourth Circuit, and it might eventually get back up to the U.S. Supreme Court as well. So I think we just have to go through the process. Supreme Court is not always eager to undo things on procedural grounds, even though I think we're absolutely correct on the merits. Any questions?
What are you planning to do to address the high volume of pharmaceuticals being prescribed to juveniles here in West Virginia?
Well, look, I think we always need to be looking at overutilization of products. One of the things that I did a number of years ago is that I sued the DEA when there was a massive oversupply in terms of the legal pain pills. And in fact, I went after it and we forced the DEA to rewrite the national drug quota rules. So that's an example of something I do because they were not factoring in diversion. So obviously, we have to make sure that people are getting prescribed products based upon medical need. And whenever that starts to shift or change, if there's overutilization, we need to point that out. But I have a specific example of what we've done in the past on that. And we'll look at different ways to make sure that there's obviously medically appropriate care and not overutilization. One of the things we have done well in the AG's office is we've gone after Medicaid fraud very aggressively. And so we look at what things that are medically necessary, improper billing, and we'll certainly continue all that when I serve as the state's next governor.
One other question that a lot of people have on their minds is school safety, especially with the recent school shootings.
Absolutely.
What is your plan as governor to improve school safety here in West Virginia?
Look, I think we need someone in every school who can rise up and be able to defend in the event that someone comes in. So I like having people physically at the school so you can solidify, harden the schools. Our kids are our most precious resources, and we're going to send all these different initiatives to the schools. Let's make sure that there's someone who can help defend them physically on premise. I think that's a pretty darn good start. I've actually worked with some of the different groups to try to make that happen. I think we still have to make more progress and pass a law in that area here in West Virginia.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I think we covered a lot. Thank you all
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Thank
I
you
really
so much.
appreciate it. Okay?
Ooh, that was a
Absolutely.
workout.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.